Okay, I'm back in sunny Queensland this time. We moved from Victoria up to sunny Queensland. It's been over a year now, so it's time to make another video. This time I'm doing a bit of an experiment. It's going to be the Peat Pellets versus the raising mix. I'm not pro any brands. That's just the one that I got from my local hardware store. I have a lot of seeds here. This is what we're going to be growing. Most of these were donated to me by Grant and also Neil from the Hippie Seed Company. The one from Neil is the Pimenta, or however you say that properly, I'm not sure. From Grant we have the Bishop's Crown, Bahamian Goat Pepper, we have the Trinidad Scorpion Huge, Habanero Red, Jalapeno, the But Jollikia Chocolate, crossed with a 7-pot Yellow, and F4, whatever that means, and Bangalore Whippets Tail. That's going to be really, really interesting. Okay, we've got some water in here for the peat pellets. The tray which the peat pellets are going to, I bought this from your local hardware store as well. It's just a little tiny seed tray, and that's what I'm going to be putting the soil into. And this will divide the two, so we'll see which one has the better results, the quicker results, or if there's any difference at all. Some people say that the Jiffy pellets are actually the best because it's like a soilless soil. I've looked that up. You can look it up on the internet as well. There's big explanations as to why people think that they're the best. Apparently they don't have bacterias, or as many bacterias, little critters living in them, funguses, etc. But I'm going to put it to the test versus the seed rearing mix, which looks like it's made from soil and other organic matters. Okay, I've cut this down to size. This was originally bigger, but I want it to be around about the same size because then it's going to come over here into the propagator, which is heated because we want to keep them nice and humid, of course, because the seeds love humidity and will grow. You know, the chilies are originally from hot, humid countries, so we want to make sure that they stay in their perfect environment. And then put a lid on top. You can add extra ventilation, or you can cut it off to keep that humidity going. You want to keep an eye on it, make sure that it doesn't get mouldy as well. I like to use a spray bottle here to keep them moist. I like to do that probably almost every day just to make sure they don't dry out. But you don't want to overdo it, because if you get mould on them, well, it's disastrous for your plants. Don't forget your obligatory drink as well. Nice. This time around I'm not going to soak the seeds, be a little bit rebellious. I'm going to see how they go on their own now. I'm living in a hotter climate in Queensland, which is, you know, pretty much consistently around about 22 to 34 degrees all year round. In winter it can get down to 15, things like that, but most of the time it's nice and warm. So hopefully I'll have a lot more success. All the plants that I did have down in Victoria, unfortunately I had to give away. I'm telling you now, I wasn't a green thumb before, but I found it really, really, really difficult to give them up. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so let's get some of these pellets out. That's the bottom side, that's the top side. We're going to put, say, I think I put 4 in the lukewarm water, so that they'll raise up nicely. Oops, upside down. Make sure they get covered all up so that they absorb as much of the water as possible. Whoops, I dropped some in there. Oh. Okay. I should also mention that I'm doing this late into summer, so it's almost autumn soon. So another bit of a rebelliousness. I think they're going to do well anyway. If I keep an eye on them, keep them in a good temperature, they should work. Alright, let's get some of this soil and put it into the seed holders. It's important not to pack them down too tight. You don't want it overly tight. Just give it a nice thump. About that height should be good. Then we'll put the seed in, put some more soil over the top. You don't want to bury them too much. You just want them nicely touching the soil so that it starts that germinization. I don't even know what the word is. I've had a couple of drinks. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, I'm going to zoom out for a second while I fill these up, and then I'll come back in just a sec. As you can see, they're nicely raising up. See Alright, as you can see I've got a little bit carried away with the soil, but that's fine. You can see it's nice and moist already. But I will give them a little spray after I plant the seeds. As you can see, the Jiffy pellets have come up nice and big. All I need to do now is take out the excess. I want to take it out on a tea towel here. Don't want them overly moist. And then we'll put them in here, like so. Grab the next one here. Ooh, doo-doo-doo. A lot of water coming out of them. Like so. Oh, these ones have come up really nice. There we go. Tapping them out. And looks like I'm going to have some extra space here. So last time what I did was I actually made some RG lemons. Now they turned out to be one of the best cooking chilies I've ever come across. You know, I'll show you the name there. And we used them tons and tons and tons. They were so good. But this time round, sorry for my shaky hands, I'm going to do RG pineapple. The RG lemons are good. The RG pineapples are going to be great. These do actually have a little hint of a lemony flavour. They're brilliant for cooking. There goes my shaky hands again. Sorry about that. Okay, now all we want to do is just peel back the tops of these, just so you can get easy access. There we go. To the tops. I'm going to make tiny little holes to drop the seeds into. We'll do the same in the seed raising mix. Coolio. Okay, I'm going to get these seeds out now, one by one. Put them in. You can put one in each. It's a bit risky to do one in each because not all of them come up. Some people do get 100%. I noticed on my YouTube page, but I don't, unfortunately. So I'm going to stick 2 in each. Recommendations are actually 3, but I'm going to stick 2 in each. So I'll be back in a sec. Alrighty, here we go. As you can see, I've got out 2 of the Bangalore Whippets Tails. Now, see these labels? Really important. You have to put labels on every single seed because you will forget. I guarantee it. I've already done it myself by accident. So I got my wife to write these up because I've got absolutely chicken scrawl for writing. But my wife is very good at it. Well, I think so anyway. Anyway, let's get straight into here. So what we like to do is make a tiny little hole on this side. And we'll grab one of the seeds. Well, drop it in there. And then we'll get the other one. Make another tiny little hole over here. And then we'll stick number 2 in there. Try and push it down just a fraction. Like that. And we'll cover him up. I'll do that for the rest of these and come back and then we'll move to the next stage. Alright, as you can see, almost finished. And holy chicken fillet burgers, it is steamy hot today. I am sweating heaps. I just thought I'd show you what I was doing here. We'll just put a little tiny hole on this one. This is much easier to plant into because there's a bigger surface area, so I quite like it. There we go. Just planting the last of these. The Bishop's Crown. Let's put one in there. One over here. There we go. Just use your fingers, Joe. Alright. So when you get in there, tap it down just a little bit, not too much. You don't want to overpack them in. And we'll put the label here. Done. Now, I've just realised that I don't have any labels for these 2. Naughty, naughty. So I'm going to plant them all the same. And then when my wife gets home, we'll put proper labels on them. Okay. Alright, our old diet, we're finished. As you can see, all planted. I decided to be really rebellious, and I've planted as well a Scotch bonnet chocolate, another good one for cooking. As you can see, I've done L for lemon and P for pineapple. They're all planted with my own labels. Oh God, I'm such a rebel. Okay, I'm now going to move these over here to the propagator. Take the lid off here. And I'll place those here. They don't need to be in direct sunlight while they're germinating. As soon as you start to see life though, whip them out and put them into a sunny spot. Try and get around about 8 to 10 to 12 hours worth of sunlight as you can. If it's a really crispy hot sun, don't let them get burnt to death, because you know they're little babies, they're quite sensitive. Alright, let's put the lid on. Oh no, hang on, we need to moisten them up. So let me get my bottle. Here we are. I'm just going to give them a light little spray on top. Ooh, that's not spray. There is that. Oh no, what's going on? Did I buy the wrong bottle? It would seem I have. Yes. Potatoes. Okay. Plan. Alright, it just turns out that I didn't have it screwed on the right way, but here we go. Let's get those nice and moist. I like to get a bit of moisture in the propagator as well, just to create that humidity we're after. Mind you, it's really humid today, so it should be good germinating. We don't need to do those because they're really wet. Why not? Rebel. Okay, here we go. I think that's nice and moist. Then we put on the lid. I'm going to close these vents here, ramp it up a little bit. I like a little bit of ventilation because that's one of the ways of preventing mold from growing. A little bit. Though I'm not an expert in mold, so I don't know for sure. But it seems to help, that's what I've read anyway. And from my own experience. Right, here's the plug. I'm going to plug it in. Now, that shall raise it just the temperature just a little bit to get it up to the right temperature. I'm hoping that it's going to stay between 25 and 30 degrees, because for me I found that that's the optimum temperature for germination. I haven't got my thermometer here, it's still in storage, so we're just going to have to go off on instinct. So here they are, and I'll come back and keep you updated on their progress to see soil mix versus the pellets. Who is the victorious? One more thing just quickly. Can you see humidity? That's the benefits of using a propagator. You don't have to, but I prefer to. Better results, I say. Anyway, thanks for watching.